Boom! Oh my. Patch is going warrior? I'm surprised he booted it back up. He's already level 9. One day, he's gotten to level 9. Literally, basically half my level. Never mind, he's now 10. Warrior is crazy work. Warrior is crazy work. Didn't Triton now overtake Liam? I thought he was like 57 or 58 now. I don't remember. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, 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 boys, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Thank you for flying with M Corp Air. Oh, we're close. We're close. Blazed is almost there. If I remember correctly, he logged out with 22% to level. 22%. With only 2 deaths to his name, like most of this guild so far. Getting level 60 is going to be insane. And then we get to go over here and mark this off. I got GTA 6. Oh, wait, that's the free space. That always stays in the middle. That's not really the best place for this, but like it is what it is. It's on a side. I guess it gets 2. I was really hoping it'd be on a corner so I could get hit like 3. But yeah. That's good. This one's not really all that possible because this is a meme. This one's also not really all that possible because like 3 of these are memes. There's a meme, there's a meme. Well, this and this are not memes, but this is a meme, kind of. That's going to be interesting. Ow. I couldn't believe it, man. I died at level 49, being the highest level ever on the guild to die. And then Josh has to one-up me. Uh, this is not a mage. This is a uh, druid. Technically a Tauren, but like it doesn't really matter. But yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be sick. But first, we time guesser. Oh, this sucks. This is an awful time guesser. I mean, it's Germany, right? I think. Or black, red, white? Or Netherlands? Denmark? Black, red, white? What am I saying? Black, red, yellow. Am I okay? Am I, like, on something? I do have to say that my heart's beating a lot today for some reason. But yeah, anyways. It's not sideways. It's this way, so that's Germany. But are we in Germany is the question. Probably, maybe. If I had to guess, we're probably in Munich. Either that or Hamburg. And they're both really far away from each other. I can go kind of middle so that I get at least something. Say, judging from the phones here, kind of looking like a 2015-ish. I mean, 14. Oh, it's not even. It's not even. It's not even in fucking. It's not. God damn it! I knew it wasn't gonna be. I knew it wasn't gonna be, but I didn't know where else it would be. Cause I have no idea. All I got is this. Shit, man. I thought maybe Germany. No. Was there anything that could have told me it was Argentina? I don't know. There's like nothing in this image really. Maybe the hat. This doesn't really give me anything. This doesn't give me anything. There's nothing here that would have told me Argentina, bro. There's nothing there. Alright, whatever. Switzerland? Nah, no way, right? Surely not. Denmark? I think Denmark is also like this, no? Actually, I think Denmark is the only one that's like a really big plus. Switzerland's like the tiny little plus. Denmark in like the 1900s. This photo looks old. Is Copenhagen part of Denmark? I don't know where Denmark ends. Like, this is so confusing to me. I'm assuming it ends when it says Zealand here. Maybe? I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with, like, this. And then... 1900 seems like a decent guess, just because of how the people look. This camera. I don't know what this is. Probably an important building. I thought maybe it was like a city hall or something. Kind of just zoomed in and saw city hall. I'm gonna go 1910. Okay. So Copenhagen is part of Denmark. I don't know where Denmark ends, man. Denmark. Okay, so this is all Denmark, and then this tiny little island. Okay. So all of this plus this. Okay, I will remember that. Hopefully, surely. I'm not sure. Riga? Riga? What is this? Basketball? Riga is Finland? Is it? Is that like a place in Finland, or are you saying that's like Finnish? That's like their their language. That looks right, honestly. Are we thinking Helsinki maybe? Maybe not Finland? I mean, this kind of makes me think Finland. Right? What do you mean fucking hell? Fat butt. I'm so confused. Autocorrect and numb thumbs, bro. Search for it. It's a place named Riga. Oh, okay. So it's real. But maybe not Finland. I don't know. What's up, Goofy? How you doing, buddy? '07 rip sub. Hmm. Where the fuck am I? I'm looking at the water. Go to Estonia? Where the fuck is Estonia? Latvia? Oh. You told me to follow the coast! I don't know, man. I was looking at the coast. I was going around. Okay. Well, we found Riga. As to where in Riga, no fucking clue. Maybe right here? Here? Add this emote, thanks. That's taking forever to load. I don't know why. 7TV being dumb. (2010) Who's this guy? You a time traveler? 2010. 2010 on the dot? That's crazy. Latvian. Oh, that makes sense. That's why that guy's there. Latvian Prime Minister Valdis Dombrovskis performing a tip-off at the start of a game. How the fuck do you pronounce that? ¿Dónde está? Is that Cuba? That's not Cuba. Wait, Star? Dombrowski. Actually, how you say that? There's no way. No, because Cuba has a little triangle thing. It does have a star, I think. Cuba does have a star. Hold on, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's not Ecuador, is it? No. Ecuador has a lot going for it. I'm pretty sure Ecuador doesn't look like this. Brazil's flag. What does Brazil's flag look like? Brazil's is like green, right? So like, no, not that one. Peru, I already know what Peru's flag is. Bolivia? I don't remember what Bolivia's flag looks like. Colombia's flag? Chile, motherfucker? Why would you tell me? I was trying to figure it out, man. They're asking where's the guy they elected? Dead, probably. Why the fuck is this CIA fascist there? No way they say that. This was in 73, 74. You just why do you know about this? It was in 87. Bad. Chilean protesters marching against the dictatorship of Augusto Pinocchio, demanding justice and accountability for the detendos desaparecidos, individuals secretly arrested and killed by the regime. Go. Google that fucker. Learn about it. Dude, it is still loading, by the way. Holy hell. 7TV? Jesus Christ. Why did that take so long? Wait, I'm not even signed in? Where did it go? Was a Chilean was a Chilean? I don't know. Military officer who was the dictator of Chile from 1973 to 1990. How did they, if he was a dictator, how did they vote him out? In the plebiscite, 55% of voters rejected the proposal of extending military dictatorship ended in 1990 with the election of Kristen. I don't understand. Oh, is it because he got arrested? Oh my god, buddy. Huh. What's this kid doing? Is this in DC? I would assume it is. Probably the capital, if I had to guess. What the hell is he barking at, dude? This is like now. It was not at the capital. Where the hell is this? There's just a random ass building. I don't know what this is. Whatever this building is. President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and J.D. Vance's son Vivek photographed at the presidential inauguration parade event. On a score, still over 40K. Big. What is it? 41.0? $43.1. I don't think there's a world that we ruin this average. What would we even need to do? 172.4 plus, like, let's say we get like 20K, which we haven't gotten in like forever. Let's say that we get 30K. Oh, 30K would actually ruin that. We need a 41. We need a 40 plus. Probably, right? I had to guess. Say we get 35. 35 would still get us there. So anything above 35 is fine. Not bad. This one was rough, but it's fine. 3 0-year offs is pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. This one was also rough. I hate when it does that. We take those. Ugh. Alright. What do we do while we wait for Kupka? Do we just do the rest of our dailies? I think we do. Cope. Is it like coop? Okay, there is a U. Doesn't end in PE. I was gonna say like duped. Nope. Okay. I guess we find what PE is. Maybe it starts with a U. Oh, but what? Um, I don't know what this. I don't know what it is. Un unper something something PE something with a U in there somewhere. I don't think it ends with a U. I don't think there's even a word that can do that. Uppies. I don't know what this is. Oh my god, there's like in my eye. Hmm. Upper. Oh, okay. That's like the only other word I could think of. It's only a blank. Response to a sore loser. It's only a game. It's just a game. Here's a pointer, Emmy, and an address. Fencing swords at the Olympics. Fit one inside the other like measuring cups. Purple candy flavor. Purple candy flavor. Grape. Zodiac ram. Um. I don't know. Fresh paint. French painter of water lilies. Ram's mates. Last word of grace. Amen. Hmm. Zodiac Ram. I'm trying to think which one's the ram in zodiac signs. Is that Aries? I think so, right? Because that's like the only one that starts with an A, maybe? I feel like this is wrong. Maybe it's not amen. Hmm. Or just something else, right? Here's a pointer. French painter of water lilies. Starts with an M. I have no idea. Ram's mates? No idea. Emmy and a address. Oh, like the state Emmy? It's a 5-letter state. Maine. Fitting. Oh, nest. Fencing swords at the Olympics. I don't know. Oh, is this Monet? A French painter of water lilies? That's the only one that makes sense. And the only reason I know that is because of a stupid freaking movie I watched. Arrow? I don't know what this is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. I got it. The hell is an epis? Ebis? I don't know. That's fencing swords at the Olympics? I don't know. Connections. I see basket blanket utensils, probably part of a picnic. Maybe. Could be like a cooler, probably. Aha! Picnic accessories. Poggers. Um. Surpass smarter, maybe? I don't know what bomber has to do with anything here yet. Better, surpass, smarter. Top? Went away. Widen? Not one away, so it is top. Widen? Not one away, so it is better. Uh-oh. It's probably not surpassed then. And what could it be? Because, like, nothing else really makes all that much sense. At least not to me. Not immediately. Nothing like immediately be like, boom. Maybe it's not smarter though. Better surpass top. Eclipse could be it. Like, you know. Just because it looks like a penis? I don't know. Outdo is interesting. Sure. I guess that kind of makes sense. Satchel Fedora. Whip. I feel like that's like something there. Maybe. Hard to tell. I don't know what this would go with. Definitely, I don't think it's pagan. Widen, smarter, vixen, bomber. Bomber is interesting. What is, or maybe it's boomer, like boomerang. Then why would they type bomber? Bomber. I don't know. Go for it. Parts of an Indiana Jones costume. Okay, what the hell is this? Rhymes of U.S. presidents' names. Okay. What is bomber? Indiana Jones. I don't know. Costume? I don't know. Utterly delicious. Limes. Okay. Oats. Okay. Date. Okay. Milk. Do you have poll perms in VC? You should. If you click on the plus, it should say create poll. Let me know if it doesn't, though. I will look as well while I... Permissions. Oh, you don't. Let me add that. You can do that now. Goya. I see the word produce. Start. Oh, butter. I'm wondering if that produce connects to anything. I can make syrup there for a moment. Cheese. Okay, that kills produce. Products. Oh, dairy products. Bam. Yogurt. Gelatin. Gelato. What is this though? Crustard? No. Custard. There you go. It is custard. I just didn't know how to spell. Movie idol first. Oh, I have no idea. Give me another second. I still don't know. Give me another second. I still don't know. What is this movie? This looks so old. I don't think I've ever seen this movie in my entire life. Castle Rock Productions? I'm not gonna get this. Nope. Before Sunset. Okay. Yeah. Original release too old for Metacritic. PC. Third person post-apocalyptic. Maybe a Fallout game. 97? Oh, I have no idea. Dark Earth. Okay. 30, 11.5 ounces Arizona iced tea. That's gotta be like $20, right? $19.99. Lower. 15.99? Way lower. Really? 10.99. Okay, 9.99. Still? Three? There's no way this is like 3.99. Okay. 5.99? What is this? 7.99? It was 8.99. That's crazy. 30 of these for $9? What? They're like a I know they're like $1 each. But that would put it at like $30. Oh, this is a cool easy 1 mil. Higher. Okay. 1 point probably like 2 mil then. Higher 5 mil. Higher 10 mil. 20 mil? Okay, okay. 15 mil. It's 8 acres. Holy shit, this thing is huge. 6 beds, 8.5 baths. Why do you need more bathrooms than you have beds? Why? It even has an indoor like workout station. 14.5. Jesus Christ. Its previous price was for 8.1 mil. They sold it for almost double. Jesus. Okay, here we go. 2009, 482 million, and it's easy. Not entirely sure from that beginning. I don't really know. All these times are after I go to work. Unfortunately. I'm gonna skip this one. I had no idea. I don't think I've heard this song before. Is this a Katy Perry song? The fuck? What is this? It's a Lady Gaga song? It's Telephone? What? Oh, I like how The little thing is iPhone. That's funny. Dude, I don't think I've heard this song in forever. What? Bro said Katy Perry. Okay, listen. Just Looney Tunes? No. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what this is from. I don't think I've. Aw? I have no idea. Cat in the Hat. I don't know. Tom and Jerry? That's not even a thing. I don't know. Lamau? Help? That one. It doesn't even know. What? Lost in Space. Oh, Fantasia. Shut up. I see now. I see. Okay, it ends at a 7. Has a plus, has an equal. Could it be a single letter? There's no way, right? There's nothing here that would ever make it like 1 plus 6 plus minus 1 plus 8. Actually, I could do 1 plus 8, 9, minus 3, 0, 7. But that doesn't work. Wait, what did that say? Nerdle never includes a 0 in the answer? Okay, there is subtraction, there's addition. Then can it ever be a thing? 1 minus something? 1 minus 30 plus. How would I even do that? I could do 10. 10 minus 30. 10 minus 3 is 7. 3 is not here, though. 10 minus 8 is 2. Plus 3 is 5. 10 minus 6 is 4 plus 3 is 7. Oh, there we go. 10 minus 6 plus 3. Easy clap. Is this still broken? No. 90s. No idea. No idea. What is this? Huh? I have no idea. I don't know what the hell that is. Back. Does Gamer Nexus have a review for the 5090 yet? He does. Oh yeah, totally can watch at 4K. There's no way. Uh-huh. Jesus Christ. That's not bad. Ooh. It's not bad. That's basically like an AC. That won't bother me at all. That white noise is so nice, actually. Dude, that's so weird that like the 4090 is way more just a straight line, whereas the 5090 is like zigzagging all over the place. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. 181? Dude, its 1% lows are almost matching the 4090. So it's about 1-ish percent per dollar faster. Not bad. This is on the AMD 9800 X3D, by the way. Why? Why would you ever need 400 FPS in Final Fantasy? True. Not bad. – 4K high. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. I'm surprised, even though I know the like Intel Arc is like not a comparison to these flagship beast of the 4090 5090. I'm surprised at how well it's actually doing in some of these shirts. Like 34 FPS is nothing to like scoff at for 1440p high. That's not the worst thing in the world. Sure, could it be better? Yeah, but like you're probably not playing 1440p high on a B580, right? I feel like you wouldn't be, but at least it shows that the Intel Arc is a decent mid-tiered card, especially for its price. Damn, 45 for 0.1% lows is kind of crazy. Even 67 for the 1% lows. That's not even that bad. For 4K Ultra? I think what do I have? I have a 3080, right? I don't remember anymore. Yes. So currently this card would absolutely dominate. 100%. But at the same time, um it's crazy to see. Wow. All those 0.1% lows are very equal, which is kind of insane. The average FPS is obviously all over the place, it feels like. This is for Starfield. And yet again, the Intel arc still being like the mid card that it is. It's kind of crazy. Damn. Jesus Christ. 200%. I mean, there's a good chunk of gamers that still play at 1080p, so like, although it's becoming more and more common that 1440p is like the basic thing to get now at this point. Not bad. It seems like all the newer games, this performs amazing. Even games that have been around for a while, this performs pretty good. But you know, you would hope for that. Hmm. Not bad. Dude, I love these charts every time. Just looking at them, it's so fucking cool. I don't know why. Jesus Christ, dude, it's off the chart. My God. Okay. 'Pretty good. 4K gaming, looking better and better. Yeah, I mean, like 4K is popping off so far. Like all the newer high-end cards are clearly, easily capable of doing 4K now, which is going to be just like a game changer, I feel. Obviously, not a whole lot of gamers are going to play in 4K, but the ones that do. Plus, this generational leap for 1440p so far is, ooh, chef's kiss right now. Like, look at that. Look at that. If you have like a 3000 or even the 2000 series card, like, uh, like for me, the 3080, right, would probably be around the 70 FPS mark. That's 100 FPS more. It's crazy. 1440p gaming, man. I don't even have a 1440p monitor because I can't do it. You know, it's not feasible to do 1440p for me when I'm barely getting any FPS for it. Not bad. True. I mean, even still, that's pretty good. It's not great, but that's playable. Jesus Christ, the 2080 is crying. Brother. That's interesting. Sounds about right. I mean, that makes sense. Nice. please. Please don't do this. Oh god. It broke. It broke it. Jesus Christ. What a very, very interesting, very interesting conclusion to that entire thing. Linus also has a video out. Oh man. Oh man. It's looking like a pretty good card, not gonna lie. More space plus new shelf type. I wish this picture was like in this, but it's not. I want to see what the picture looks like. I want to see. I want to see. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. Now it's just about what the 5070 is going to look like. Is it really going to be comparative to the 4090 in any sense of the way? Or is it just going to be the same? Is it going to be nowhere near? That's crazy if it does, though. If it gets close to the 4090, that'd be insane. Because that would mean that, like, there's a cheaper card out there that performs at level of the 4090. Oh, bum 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 bum. Why did it? Alright. I don't think Josh is awake. Kupka, not Petch. And don't know when he's gonna wake up. I'll DM him. Okay. Um. Level 22. I want to go. I want to go up to Ashenvale, I think, right? So let's go to Crossroads real fast.
Well met. Goodbye.
There's a quest to complete up there. I can also like do a few things here and there. I think I have like no, it's just Wailing Cavern stuff. I mean, I could go up here to kill Serena. Serena will give me some XP, I think. How much rested do I got? 12%? Not bad. I could also kill a few more things. They'd have to be like level 18, 19, potentially 20. Yeah, like those bird guys are 20. Ugh.
Not enough mana.
Okay. What do I have? Oh, I have my next frost armor that I didn't even realize. It's fine though. How do I open my guide? Let's do this. So that it doesn't automatically train stuff for me.
My mana is low.
Not necessarily annoying, it's just not really useful. Alright. Where is this? Ratchet? I don't think I'm supposed to change where that goes, though. Yeah, I'm already doing that. I did this. These are all things I did. Okay, there we go. We're back on the right step. Scarlet Monastery, SM, Wailing Caverns, FK, Oldemon, Sunken Temple. There we go. Oh, I do need this one. Ah, really?
Sub.
Apparently not. Triton.
Best paladin in the world. I'm a team.
Right. How are you?
I'm just down the Athene rabbit hole, brother. Reliving my best life.
I don't know what that means, but good for you.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. What year were you born?
98.
Okay, so you were like 9.
2007? What
Yeah, like 07, 08.
do you mean, Triton? It is 2007.
Then Athene's on top.
Buy a house. Buy
Best
a house.
paladin. Whoa.
Surely nothing could happen if you buy a house right now, Triton. It's
I'll buy a
2007.
house in 2 years. It'll probably be the bottom, right?
Yeah,
It'll be all up from there.
yeah. It's 2007, you know. Buying houses in now. Nothing could possibly happen to houses. What exactly, like, did happen to the housing
What
market
do you
in
mean?
'08?
Oh, subprime loans.
What does that mean,
So
though?
basically, um, so like if you get a normal loan, it's FDA insured, or well, no, that's. Oh, let me start over. Let me start over.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like loans that the banks give, right?
Hmm.
And then when a loan is sold,
Speak, friend.
right? Or like created, I guess is a better word,
How may I aid you?
but it's kind of a sale. Um, Money is created. Now that might sound weird, but money does kind of appear
What
when
can I
that
do for you?
happens, right?
Okay.
Be safe.
So a bank is required to keep a deposit with the Fed, right? But
Glory.
that deposit is only a percentage.
Dabu.
So like they keep like a 10% deposit, right, in the Federal Reserve.
Okay.
Um so that's like the relationship, right? There's the federal government, there are private banks, and then there are consumers. And there's lots of different consumers. So there's like normal consumers with like a 700 credit score. There's really good consumers with like an 800 credit score, and then there's considered like, more sketchy people like me, because I'm a sketchy person. Um, but bullshit aside, there are people that need homes, right? That wouldn't qualify for a normal loan that follows the normal process, right? And so what they did is there was this creation of subprime, like there's still subprime car loans to this day,
Hmm.
but you don't really see subprime home loans. And um there was, in the, leaving, the George Bush era into the Obama era, there was a market for these subprime mortgages, right? High risk, high interest rate, so high reward. They could bundle them with other assets, like financial assets, so that they could mitigate the risk a little bit. um, through diversification, right?
Sure.
Um, but there were, some firms like Lehman Brothers, for example, that was holding on to a lot of these subprime mortgages, um, which would be fine unless the economy kind of slid. And if the economy slid just like a little bit, right? Like people got laid off and couldn't pay their loans anymore. Now all of a sudden, you know, the bubble bursts, right? There'll be a lot of extra homes on the market. They're at foreclosure rates, so they're going to sell for less than what they should, which means the banks aren't getting the money that they should be getting. Um, so basically, what happened is that Lehman Brothers and a couple other banks are at risk of failure. Um, and since so much of the American economy is wrapped up in land and in buildings, um, something, you know, that would be isolated to one industry is pervasive, right? It can spread
That's still recharging.
through all sorts, like homes going belly up all of a sudden means that, car manufacturers are now laying people off and not producing as many cars. And
So, but
then,
like, what exactly caused the homes to? Is it because like people were losing their jobs initially, or is it, like because they?
yeah, like it was just high risk, like a little bit of volatility in the marketplace, like the jobs market or the financial market, meant that enough people couldn't make their payments on their homes because these people never should have had these loans in the first place, right? Normally, you go through like Freddie Mae or sorry, Sally Mae or Freddie Mac or no, sorry, those are student loans. What's the home loan one? But anyway, normally like a government backed loan, right?
Yeah.
So like the government sets the rates at the Fed, right? The bank is really just selling loans is what they're doing because they're going to create a loan, but they're going to borrow from the federal government to do so, right? And then they package a bunch of these loans together and then they sell them because the banks themselves don't want to hold on to that much risk. So they're selling them to financial institutions like Lehman Brothers. Um,
Oh, okay. So those loans are getting sold, and that's why like they had the loans to
well,
begin with to be able to like.
so yeah, like Lehman Brothers ends up with like they're buying up all these because they think that it's really profitable, and it is in the short term. But in the long term, there's a lot of risk involved. And if enough of those loans go belly up, all of a sudden, Lehman Brothers is insolvent, right? They literally they can't even keep their books afloat. So, I mean, and that impacts so many other marketplaces because it's not just Lehman Brothers either, right?
Yeah.
But like the situation was so widespread that things like Chrysler, right, goes belly up and has to be purchased by the federal government, or not really purchased. They made a special deal where they didn't get purchased per se, but yeah, it was actually pretty wild. And the whole reason why it happened is because at the end of the George Bush administration, Republicans and Democrats together passed laws to deregulate things like home loans, right? A lot of banking was deregulated, right? So
Uh
there
huh.
weren't the safeguards in place to keep the economy on track. Yeah, it's just like dominoes basically.
Okay. Yeah,
you know, pizza.
I would assume in some way, like it obviously started with like first off people losing jobs, and then like just enough of those people having those loans, losing those jobs, causing it to essentially just
And
snowball.
I I don't want to overstate because like you don't even have to lose your job, right?
Yeah,
But these people were getting home loans, right? When you normally get a home loan, you have to provide proof of income, right?
sure.
They're going to check to make sure that you can afford the loan that you're applying for. Normally the rule of thumb is that your fixed housing expenses should not exceed 1/3 of your monthly income. So if you make $3,000 a month, you can afford to spend $1,000 a month on your mortgage or rent, right? That's been the rule of thumb. But people were taking out loans for 50% of their, you know, gross income. And that's the problem, right? That these loans should have never been approved in the first place. That is not, people cannot afford to buy insurance, groceries, gas, pay all their utilities and stuff out of only 50% of their income and still have enough to pay 50% of their income towards their mortgage.
Yeah,
And this was just pervasive. Like it was regular enough in the economy for people to be doing this that like I mean, if like 25% of all loans look like this, and then half of those default, I mean, that is, 10% of the US housing economy, which is enough to make banks crumble and, force us into a 10-year recession. And that alone spirals, right? Because the second that these financial institutions are crumbling and other aspects of the economy start doing layoffs, it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a feedback loop,
Mhm.
right? Now you have more layoffs, now you have more people that can't pay their home loans, now you have more financial institutions that can no longer provide loans. Yeah, it was a real crap show. And it took a lot longer for us to recover than I thought it would, because I did buy a house in 2009 thinking it was the bottom, and the housing price that I bought at did not change until I sold the house in 2014, I think is when I sold. Um, so I mean that was a solid like 5 years where the housing market did not grow, not one penny. It sat where it was. It went down a little bit. It went up back to where it was, but it did not go up. Now, the housing market's in a massive bubble again. Maybe it's an overcorrection from the previous recession time, but in reality, new home construction has slowed to a grinding halt, and there's just not enough housing for people, mostly because of foreign investment in housing.
Yeah,
Well, mostly because new home construction is grinded to a halt, right? But also added on to that is like if you live in China and you're an affluent member of Chinese society, you're really well to do, you have a lot of money, you're trying to make diversified investments. One of the things that you're going to look at as an investment as a Chinese citizen who's very wealthy is American property, right? There's like, for example, like LA is the most expensive property in the world, right? That's not for no reason, right? There's a very real economic reason why LA property is so ungodly expensive. And if there's a supply and there's a demand and that's what the price is set at, right?
yeah.
Then it's a pretty safe investment, a vehicle for investment for you to purchase property in the United States. I mean,
Mhm.
that could be in the panhandle of Florida or that could be in New York City. But the result is going to be the same, that you can expect a certain return, and a lot of foreign investors are doing that. It's not just like US based, hedge funds like BlackRock buying up properties, cuz BlackRock certainly is doing that. But it's also like foreign investment that they literally but pay cash to buy American homes, and sometimes they rent them out, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just sit vacant and they're just waiting for the value to appreciate so that they can sell it and make a decent return.
Yeah. It always like baffled me how like quick the economy was to instantly just like crumble because
I
of.
find I find the inflation issue like much more interesting, cuz I can make sense of, like, I can wrap my head around, right, the concept of why, you know, people having loans that they shouldn't, and then enough people defaulting on those loans, affects the economy as a whole and forces us into a recession. I can wrap my head around that. Um the inflation that we experienced uh coming out of like 2020, like 2021,
Yeah, that
that is
has
that's
been super
much more
weird.
interesting.
That has been
Yeah, but
super
like
weird.
I understand fundamentally what happened, but it's harder for me to comprehend, right?
Yeah.
So, um, there's one of the I think it was the chairman of the Fed for Reagan is the one that explained this the best. Um, it has to do with surplus money in the economy. So you remember when I said that when banks give home loans, the money kind of poofs out of nowhere, right? It's creating money that
Sure.
didn't previously exist. Okay. Um, you have to remember that going into COVID, right? So like 2018, 2019, 2020 even, um, they had record low interest rates. So like the federal rate was probably like 3.9%. Maybe it was like 4, but it was really low. And what that means, like the lower the interest rate, the more people are taking out loans, right? We got to remember laws of supply and demand. If the price is low, right?
Uh huh.
And supply is high, right? Then that means there's a lot of demand. There's a lot of people doing this that otherwise wouldn't have. So a company, for example, right? If the interest rate is what it is today, it's at like 7%. Maybe that's too expensive. Maybe they're not going to take out a loan to hire a couple more employees and expand a division, right?
Sure.
But if the price is low at 4%, they might be able to justify, hey, let's expand this department and hire a couple extra employees, get some extra assets, and let's see if we can make some extra money by expanding. So that is the root cause of inflation, is that more people are taking out loans, which people poofs more money into existence that otherwise wouldn't have been there. So now you have more money floating around in the economy that shouldn't be there, which is called surplus, or is it, I forget what the word is, um, or the term is, but you have this excess money in circulation.
Yeah.
So basically, what that does is, since there's more money, right, the supply of money is higher, right? The value of money is lower, which means that prices overall across the board go up.
Right.
So there could be like other agitating effects that, like, like prices in grocery stores are going up because Tyson Chicken thinks that they can make more money off of eggs, right? Than they previously were. They think that the supply is low and the demand is high, so they increase the price, right, to maximize their profits. that could be an agitating factor, but that's not the cause of inflation. The cause of inflation was surplus money in the economy. And people would point to things like, oh, well, it was the government checks that people got during COVID or something like that. That's a drop in the bucket. The real cause was low inflation means that, wealthy consumers and um, private businesses were able to take out more loans. Like I could write 20 people a check for $400 and,
Oh, Pog, can I get some?
that's going to be like a certain amount of money, right? Um like if I write a check for 40 people, or let's do like 20 people for $400, right? That's $8,000. But if one person takes out a loan for $300,000, which one's bigger, right? That's the thing, is like the people pulling out these loans to buy a house that they otherwise wouldn't have, or to buy, to expand their business and hire more employees. That's what causes inflation.
Train, we like we're one of those 20, right? That you're writing these checks for.
I have about $62 to my name right now, so I
Hmm.
might need to pull out one of these loans that we're talking about.
So you could write $1 check to 62 people, is what I'm hearing.
Yep, I'm gonna save the economy, brother.
Holy. Fatbutt is gonna take 60 of your $62.
Fuck. Well, at least I have enough money for one last sugar-free green monster as I ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, that's really interesting. The economy works so weirdly. It's always been like a thing in the back of my mind that like, how the fuck did we ever get it to function?
Well, like that's what always impresses me, right? If I go to the auction house right now, and I'm gonna pull this up, but silk, right? Silk cloth costs what? 2 silver per, right? If I pull up silk, okay, it's a little bit low right now. It's at 175, but maybe that's because it's early in the morning and people are relisting their auctions, and there's not a lot of demand yet because people aren't awake to buy auctions yet. But fundamentally, right, the laws of supply and demand and the quote invisible hand of the free market do exist. Like we can see them working in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I mean, is this really a free market? Is there some regulation of the market because of drop rates? I mean, that's another discussion, but it blows my mind to see an economy that didn't previously exist, that we can just poof it into existence. We can just create it from nothing. Nothing but ones and zeros. And then a lot of humans.
Yeah, I mean that's how our actual U.S. economy works, right?
Yeah. That's how every capitalist economy works by principle, is that price is the intersection of supply and demand. So like we can look at silk and know that silk normally trends at 2 silver, and I can look at the price right now and say that it is 175 instead of 2 silver, which means that there is an excess of supply or a deficit of demand, one of the two. I think right now at, you know 8:30 in the morning on a Thursday, for me anyway, for you it's like 11:30, but still
Oh, I
the
mean
the
for the
fact
server
is the
it's like
same.
9:30, right? So
We can analyze behavior, uh, that would
or 8:30.
lead us to come to that conclusion that, it's early in the morning, which means that everybody's, you know auctions that didn't sell overnight is back inside of their mailbox.
Uh-huh.
And as people wake up, they're going to immediately check their mail for their auction, just like I did. And then they're going to go right.
Yeah, internet blip for like half second there. I was like the fastest blip I've ever seen in my entire life, though. Like I was able to reconnect to WoW really fast, but OBS somehow logged me out, which is really weird. Like I tried to restart my stream and then it was like
OBS or Stream Elements?
no OBS because I tried to restart my stream and I would hit like the start streaming button or like
Does
the
OBS
reconnect.
have a login feature now?
Yeah, there's you can log in via Twitch through OBS rather than using your stream key. But yeah, like I it's like OBS doesn't know that my channel exists until after the fact. I don't really know what's going on.
How do I force OBS to update?
I think there's like a tool thing or something in the settings.
There it is. I found it. I found it. It's just under help. I was looking in settings because I'm done.
Um, I'm not sure what's causing this again because it was fine yesterday. Let me text my papa. See if he did anything.
At this point, y'all might want to just reach out to your ISP.
I did yesterday.
Did they say that they saw anything on their end?
Um, they looked, but they didn't see anything crazy after like the fixes that we implemented. Yeah, because right now I'm running off Wi-Fi, which is weird. It means it's not recognizing my Ethernet connection, which is very interesting.
You probably have an all-in-one, right? That's like a modem, a router, a wireless.
No, it's a dual. It's modem and router, but they're separate devices run by the ISP. They're both ISP owned. So like if we were to switch ISPs, we would have to return both, for example. I sent him over a router to look at. I might talk to him again. I can't, not tonight, probably. Over the weekend, I should say. to see
I
about
mean, you
getting like.
probably have enough extra PC components sitting around to just build a router. Unless you're talking about a modem, in which case that's you can't build a modem. But
You, you can build a router with PC components?
yeah, that's what mine is.
What?
All a router is at the end of the day is a very low powered computer.
What would I need? Because I have GPU, I have CPU.
You don't need a GPU. All you need is a very old motherboard and a very old
I
CPU,
mean, is
and
the
then
Ryzen 3 1200 considered old?
it that is extremely overpowered for what a router does.
Well, that's the only other CPU I have.
Yeah, I mean it would work. It's just it's overkill. I use a an E6700.
I mean, I don't have another. I don't have a case to put it in or anything. It would just have to be straight up.
Yeah. I bought a case that's like a really small case. Um it's not like the smallest cases that you can get.
I mean, you would probably have to run me through that over the weekend, most likely, because I can't do it anytime soon now. I'm just trying to
It's
find
pretty
out.
chill. The big thing you're going to need, right? You need everything that a computer does. You need a CPU, a motherboard, you need RAM. You do not need a lot of RAM.
Do
Mine
I need
runs off
storage?
of you need some kind of storage.
Fuck, that's bad. I don't
It
have
used
any
to
extra
be,
drives.
yeah, you can buy literally the cheapest
Like
um
250, 500? How much are we talking?
like nothing. I you used to be able to run it off of a thumb drive, but they took away support for that.
You would need a NIC. I don't know how. I don't know where
Nah,
I would.
you don't even need that. You just need like a like a $20 uh SD or SSD. Not like a slot one, like just a normal SATA.
Okay.
So like mine literally runs off of like a $20, like the cheapest fucking SSD that money can buy.
Okay. I can run to like Target or something while I'm because there's a Target not too far from my job. Um, before I go to work, I guess, and grab like a really cheap SSD.
Yeah, like if you spend $60 on it, you're spending too much.
Okay.
Because like you can literally like
You
Amazon.
you said Mobo, RAM. I have RAM, CPU, storage. What else? Power supply. Yeah, obviously. I have
Yeah,
an extra one of
you
those. I
do need
think.
a power supply, but it doesn't need to be a crazy power supply. So mine runs off of
Yeah, I think mine is.
like a
My old one is like a
350 or something.
800 watt.
Mine is, yeah, like 800 is way more than what it needs.
Yeah, my
Obviously, when you put it together with like a real CPU and a real power supply unit, right? It's not going to draw insanely more power than it needs. It will draw moderately more power than what it would otherwise, but like I'm running mine off an
So how does that
E6700
work
dual
exactly? Is it like a router
Core 2 Duo.
extender in a sense, or is it like you
No, it's a
connect
router.
how?
It's like a router.
But like,
So you plug, you have a modem, right?
okay,
And the modem has a cat cable that comes out, right? I use a cat 6. Um, but
yes,
like, a lot of people would just use like a cat 5e or something.
yeah. But then how do I
Um,
get a connection? I guess it would only be good for Wi-Fi, right? Because you can't do Ethernet through that.
you can.
How would you do
You do
Ethernet?
need you do need one specialized piece of equipment that I forgot about. Let me see if I can find one.
I think I'm safe to get out of this because I am still running off Wi-Fi and it's fine right now. I shouldn't
Intel
be
makes the
like
best ones, but you can get used ones.
my Wi-Fi card can handle up to Wi-Fi 6, so it's not like
Yeah.
The worst connection ever.
This would probably not be. This is just like the first one that popped up. Um, God, look at that fucking beautiful
Oh my god,
fucking
that
link
link.
that I just sent you.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, brother.
I should have clicked the share button instead of just copying.
How do you
But yeah,
do this to yourself?
you need a like a network card.
I'm copying the link.
So like I have a wireless router, but I do not have it configured to run as a router. It is just a wireless access point for my network.
Uh, can it be more than dual port, or is dual port the best, you think?
Dual port is probably what you want.
Because then I can still use one of them for the other router, I guess, if I really wanted to do it
So
that way. Because we have connections going into that router that we need for like the cameras around the house, for example.
I guess this is more complicated than I might have let it on to be because I'm also forgetting another thing that you need.
Jesus Christ. At this point, it might be just better to straight up buy a new router.
Well, but you can build one for cheaper, like
Double NAT,
100%.
Dono wall. Make sure it's Intel and
Yeah,
not Realtek. Well, yeah, it is Intel.
yeah. Intel is definitely the way to go for a network card. And you do not need a managed switch. Switches are like $1,000. You can just use an unmanaged Ethernet switch. Again, this is not probably not the exact one that I would recommend. It's literally the first thing that popped up on Amazon. But um, yeah, the
What?
router itself is just spare computer parts, but there are other things you need to make it actually work.
Yeah, but would it be cheaper to just like buy a router at that point, like a completely different new router?
I would instead, if you had to buy something new, right? I would assume you are probably renting your modem.
No, it's not an extra
It would,
cost if that's what you mean. It came
uh,
with the service, and then we just pay like the however much for the internet specific. We would have to
it
return it
might,
if we
yeah,
discontinued, but like
there
it,
might be a discount for using your own modem. I would ask.
I
Mine
guess I
is
could.
like mine is like $15 a month cheaper because I own a modem and I bought my modem used for like $40 or something. And I have had it for years. So if you think like how many hundreds of dollars have I saved by not using their modem? I am probably at this point you could make the argument I am overdue for a new modem. There's a lot of new tech that's become available in the time that I have owned this modem, but I will once again, I will turn to eBay and I'd probably start looking for used modems that are like, 6 months or a year old that are, compatible with my ISP.
Um,
Here, I'll even send you a picture of my setup. Hold on.
I am once again asking for your secondhand modems, Trey and Sanders on eBay. TBH, you can also buy a router plus AP combo with a USB port and flash open WRT on it. Easy clap. I don't know what you just said to me. Those were words and letters that you just strung together and pretended like it was English. Thank you.
This probably 1000% has my fucking IP on the screen.
I don't
But
care. I'm not gonna leak your IP.
oops. Why did I do that? That's the wrong thing.
bro, bro, send me a YouTube link.
Yeah, that's what I put in VC earlier for people that watch Cane Pixels.
What the
That's all it
hell?
is. That's all it is.
Oh, you even have like a little monitor for it.
Yep. I have another monitor for another project I might build someday. Like actual like server hosting. I don't quite have the parts that I need, and I'm gonna build a new computer. And when I build a new computer, I'll have all the parts I need to have a spare server that
Oh
I
my
can
god.
also.
Your IP is 192.168.1.1? I'm to hack you?
Yeah, but I mean, on the far right, right, there's a little Eris modem, right, that I bought used off eBay probably 2-3 years ago now for like $40 or something.
I'm in.
And then in the middle, there's a literally just a traditional computer setup, right? The inside of there is a oh God, how old is an E6700 Core 2 Duo? This is a processor that came out in Q3 of 2006.
Jesus Christ.
That's how much processing power it takes, though. It takes nothing, right? And I can pull it up, right, on uh fuck, what is this software called? Da, 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 da. Anyway, I can pull it up on my desktop, right, and I can see the CPU usage with everybody like in my house using things.
Hmm.
It gets to like 30%.
Oh, wow.
Normally, it's just chilling at like 10% idle when I'm just playing video games. Um, yeah, it's just a CPU, RAM, motherboard. The motherboard's also from like 2006, 2007.
OpenSense,
Um,
PFSense, Vios.
sorry, PF Sense. Yeah, I just the fucking name escapes me. The power supply is one that I had to buy because the old power supply died.
F.
Um, but the replacement one was like $30, and uh, then I also bought a gigabit network card off of eBay for like $10-20 because it was used. Um, but like companies are always like selling off a bunch of their tech, and there's like companies that scrap that shit, right? They tear it apart and they list all the parts for auctions.
Hmm.
So like that's definitely where that came from. Is like that was out of some company's, you know, bullshit computer that they bought 10 years ago. Um and yeah, just a bunch of old monitors, a $10 keyboard, and I have complete control. So, for example, I use Comcast, full disclosure. Um and
I don't know if you're supposed to say
if
that.
you're definitely not supposed to say that, but for me it doesn't matter. Um and if I had a Comcast, Comcast would make me pay $15 a month or something to have a an all-in-one, right? It's a modem, it's a router, it's a wireless router. Um but what that's doing is it's pulling electricity out of my wall so that they can have their stupid Xfinity Wi-Fi, right? So that my neighbor can connect to Xfinity Wi-Fi and get onto the internet that way using my electricity. I don't fundamentally agree with that. I think that's fucked. So I will never use an ISP's equipment. It's not like they're accessing my
Oh,
network.
the gas network stuff.
It's not
Yeah. My ISP
They're
does the
not.
same thing where it's like you can do a guest network, and it's like nope, I immediately disable that through the
It's not.
network settings.
It's not like they're accessing my network,
Yeah.
right? Okay, because they're very different.
Yeah.
But when you're cruising around and you look at your phone and you open it up and you see like Xfinity Wi-Fi, right? That's coming from somewhere. It's not just people poofing out of fucking nowhere, right? And that shit takes electricity. Somebody's paying for that. I'm not paying for other people's internet. Fuck that. It has nothing to do with security, any of that. It's just the fundamental principle. You're not going to charge me for equipment and then use that equipment for other customers. That's crazy. But then also I have full access. I think most modems from ISPs, I'm sorry, routers from ISPs give you access to um like your NAT and all your security and your rules.
Yes.
But I'm pretty familiar with PFSense at this point that I'm very comfortable working with it. And actually, who is it that uses PFSense? Somebody actually does. It's not TP-Link, and who was it? It's Netgear, I think, that actually uses PFSense. So
Netgear, yeah. Nah, it's Universal ISP allocated bandwidth for all the users of their service. Like they provide coverage around town, but they use your device to broadcast.
correct.
Ah.
Yeah, I am not about that. That's not. No, that's fucked up. Am I the only person that thinks that that's fucked up? It's my electricity. I have to pay for that. I actually, when I was in college, we had to create an instructional pamphlet.
Yeah.
So it's the exercise. Have you ever heard of teaching a person that cannot see how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as like an exercise?
No, I've never had to do that. I also never went to college.
Well, it's something that like some companies use, and it's a good exercise, right? That you have to, step by step without skipping any steps, be very explicit in directing someone that you know does not know what peanut butter is or has never seen a sandwich before. You have to teach them from starting from literally zero everything about making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And we each got to choose what we taught, right? And what I did is I made my instructional pamphlet on making your own uh, home network using PFSense of everything from hardware to software and configuration.
Hmm.
It was a fun exercise because it made me a little bit better at it. Because of course I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about network, but
Well, Faba just called you a nerd, so like,
I think I have been a nerd since I was playing Magic the Gathering during lunch at middle school on the
Jesus
pavement outside of the
Christ,
band room.
bro.
This is like 2002. Okay? Back when motherfuckers would still stuff you in a locker. Now I was too big to be stuffed in a locker and I played football. But I definitely wasn't a jock. I think you could safely say that as a Gundam Wing enjoyer and avid Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver enjoyer. Yeah, I started young.
The good old days.
Yeah, unlike these skibbity Ohio Riz fucking
Jeez,
kids running around nowadays.
please never say that ever to
I
again.
really want you to watch the Athene videos. They're so fucking funny.
Have I ever
Oh
played
my god.
MTG? No, I haven't.
It's a good game. If we do another like KCONACon, I'm gonna bring a couple of boxes. That way we can do a draft or two.
I mean, the thought
Um,
is
just
to
for fun.
maybe potentially think of one this year, but like it is rough because like nobody has talked about it and it's January. So
Yeah, we really need a good 6 months head start on it.
yeah, we
And
really do.
we were talking about maybe doing one up here, but I don't know if that works for a lot of people. And, you know, I'm not in a rush. We don't need to like I'd rather we do it big and do it right in like a location that a lot of people that can get to it and a lot of people, show up. Um
KCONACON UK.
I'm not opposed to the UK. That would require, even more planning in advance for Americans that need to get passports. I'm sure it's going to be really fucking hard to get passports because the last time Trump got elected, every fucking liberal lost their fucking mind and had to go get a goddamn passport because they were fantasizing about moving to Canada. Um, I don't know what we would do in the UK is the thing. I think what would be super cool is if we go to Japan. But that might be a little bit too much. Maybe we'll do that like not this KCONACON, but like the one after. We can do like a bigger trip, give people more time in advance to get themselves situated financially for something like that. Request like a week off work. Japan would
Yeah.
also complicate things a little bit more because maybe we can talk to Hammer about it. Um cuz like if we did like KCONACON in like Las Vegas or something, right?
Uh huh.
Uh it would be pretty easy cuz I used to be a professional cook.
Raid
So
Hammer's
like
house.
we could like literally like if we got like 10 or like 15 of us together, right, in Vegas, like we could like go out and spend like $1,000 on groceries. We could cook meals like not every day because we're still gonna want to eat out and stuff, but like there's no reason for us to be doing like DoorDash to the
Yeah,
the
like I
house
think
or
every
anything.
single day we got DoorDash to the place at in
Yeah,
Florida.
I don't really DoorDash as it is, so I'm kind of vehemently against it. Nothing against like delivery drivers or anything. It's just I hate wasting money. I'd much rather like do something fun, like go out and get groceries and make a big